Hello and welcome to Epic Blocks. Today we're back in the world where I built my gold farm, and of course I've got a lava generator, obsidian generator, lava farm, and a couple of cow farms over here. And today we're going to do another farm that could be automatic, depending on what system you're playing on. But even if you're not playing on a computer like I am, it's pretty simple and straightforward. Today we're going to build an XP farm. We do need lots of experience if we plan on doing enchanting or possibly for a few other things. And really simple, straightforward. We're going to do a fish farm for our experience. For our collection system, we'll need 2 chests, a hopper, a fence post, some water, a heavy weighted pressure plate, just a couple of iron to make that, iron trapdoor, just a few more iron, a note block, so just some wood, and 1 redstone dust, and of course we'll need a fishing rod. Now optional, we could use 1 additional block, and it could be pretty much anything, and I would recommend if you can get the enchantments, get Luck of the Sea 3 and Lure 3. That'll make your fishing experience much faster and better. Get more drops out of it. And mending is also a good idea. As you can see, this fishing pole has already been used just a little bit. So we'll hold on to that and show you how that works with mending afterwards. But let's go ahead and start off and dig a hole here. Now you might notice I am at 0 levels of experience right now. I'm going to place my hopper pointing into this block. Dig a couple more and put my double chest here. And then on top of the hopper, we're going to place a fence post. And let's go ahead and dig out the block on this side of the hopper real quick. And if we waterlog the fence post, the water's going to flow into the hole. So just the mechanics of how water works. If you didn't know already, maybe you thought water is flowing kind of oddly. It will flow in the direction of the nearest decrease in elevation. So by digging the hole right there, we've basically instruct the water to flow that direction. And we're going to put a weighted pressure plate on top of the fence post. And in this block, after the water, we're going to put a note block. And technically you could do a temporary block up here. Let me go ahead and just do that real quick. We do need, got a shift click. We do need to excuse me. We do need to place something on top so we can place the trapdoor on the bottom of this block. It's going to create a bit of a stair step here. But after that, we don't technically need a block here anymore, but we may want one. But this is the farm complete and ready to go. We just stand over here on the chest, and it doesn't really matter where you stand, but you probably want to stay out of the water. And just aim at the trapdoor and right click. Alright, and we caught our first fish. It was actually a good timing. I was just about to let go. But that note block can become awfully annoying, which is why we might want to leave a block on top. Now it could be dirt, but then of course Enderman could possibly take it away. Cobblestone works just fine. You could use a glass block, a variety of other things I haven't really tested. But if we do this and come back over here, no more noise. So the note block stays silent. Just hold down the right mouse button, and the fishing pole only takes damage when it catches a fish. And when it does catch a fish, that loot, whatever it catches, gets dropped automatically into the hopper and into our chests. Now when you're done, you can look at the, see, we're just kind of sitting here right now. The fishing pole doesn't automatically go away or anything, but if we right click on the trapdoor, that'll shut it off. Similarly, if we right click on the pressure plate, or if we just switch to a different item in the inventory, a variety of ways to stop that and put the fishing pole away. But as you can see, we've already caught a couple of raw fish. And let's go ahead and grab our enchanted fishing pole. Now, this will be a little bit slower. By the way, if you're pointing too high, you get kind of that effect, which doesn't work. Just make sure you're pointing at the note block. But yeah, with mending on there, the experience we get is going to go towards the fishing pole first. That was quick. Probably because we've got Lure and Luck of the Sea. I can't remember which is which. Anyway, one makes this go faster, you catch fish more frequently, and the other gets you better drops when you catch something. 3 is the maximum for each of those. As you can see, this fishing pole with mending on it, though, now has full experience. And we're going to give a little bit of experience to it every time we catch a fish, because that's going to be how it gets used up ever so slightly. You can see it flashes with the green bar briefly. But as I said in the beginning, this can be an automatic farm. So if you're on a computer, there's a couple of things we can do in order to make this fully automatic and AFK. Probably the easiest, line this up just right. A wireless mouse, and I'm trying to, there we go, pick it up off of my mouse pad without losing my target. So with my wireless mouse, all I have to do is turn it off, which I'm going to do now. And I can let go of the mouse, and as you can see, this farm just continues to run. But I could walk away, leave this running overnight. If you were going to leave this running AFK for a particularly long time, you would definitely want mending on your fishing pole. So it slows down how much experience you get, but your fishing pole won't break. If you wanted to leave this here for an hour, 2 hours, overnight, or anything like that, you would just come back eventually, and your fishing pole still 100%, and you'd have a whole bunch of loot in the treasure chest beneath your character. But let me go ahead and turn my mouse back on. There we go. Alright, and there is one other thing we can do to make this AFK. It might be a little more complicated, but it might be a little bit less of a cheat. I suppose either one of these could be. But just come into your options and your controls and keybinds, and we're going to change our use item place block to, I'm going to use right shift. Left shift could also work, but left shift is already being used for sneak by default. So let's go ahead and turn that way. And now my right mouse button doesn't do anything anymore. I have to hit my right shift button. And you might have heard a beep there, and I don't think you'll be able to see this pop-up window, but I'll show it to you either way if it doesn't show there automatically. But Windows has a feature called sticky keys. If you hit the shift key, either left or right, in this case I'm using right, if you hit it 5 times, that will hold the shift key down. And so for the pop-up here, we're going to select yes. And let's go back to the game. And when I hit the shift button, the right one, you're going to hear a beep. I hope that comes through. And it is now sticky. And so that's just going to continue to run, just like when we turned the mouse off earlier. That shift key will essentially remain pressed, even though we're not touching it anymore. And again, we could step away, leave this for hours at a time, and come back whenever we wanted. And when we're done, you press shift again, you hear the high beep, and then you hear a low beep on the second one, and that would stop it. So it's no longer sticky. But the next time we press shift, you're going to hear the high beep, and it's sticky again. And 2 more to turn it off. And what we might really want to do is press shift 5 times quickly again. There we go. And I've got my pop-up here. And I'm going to go ahead and say no on the pop-up this time. And as long as I'm here, I'm going to go back into my options, controls, keybinds, and let's turn this back to right shift. Or right button, excuse me. Not right shift, right button. Alright, and back to normal gameplay now. But this is the farm fully running, and if you're on a computer like me, fully automated if you set it up right. And a couple of ways to do that. There are, of course, a couple of other things you could look into, such as setting another keybind and getting, I'm trying to think, not a mod for Minecraft, but you can set it up so that there are other keys on the computer that can be sticky so that they get held in place just when you touch them. Press them once or 5 times or something like that. But this is the complete farm, and as you can see, we've only been going for about 10 minutes here. And that's from build to now, and I've already got 5.5 levels. And just to see, we've got 5 raw salmon, 12 raw cod, and 2 pufferfish. Anyway, this is, as far as I know, the only fully automatic way to get experience in Minecraft, at least without any additional mods. And unfortunately, it is limited to playing on a computer. I've not heard of any other alternatives, but it is kind of slow, especially as your levels start to go up. So got to 5 pretty quickly. But if we were at level 20, level 30, or anything higher than that, we get to the point where we're not getting very much experience at all, especially since the first bit of experience goes to repairing our fishing rod because of mending. But next time, I think I'm going to go ahead and build a bigger, somewhat more complicated farm, but something that will get us experience significantly faster. Anyway, stay tuned for that. And once again, thank you for watching. This is Epic Blocks.